Hi guys, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers. Hey, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot coming up, but today I want to go over the hidden costs of the €1 Italian house. Spoiler alert, it's way more than €1, okay? And there's some other things about that I think you really should know before closing your eyes and jumping in. So first of all, everybody wants the idea, everybody's watched Under the Tuscan Sun. Who hasn't? We all have these beautiful renovation ideas and that sort of thing. But understand, a €1 Italian house is not what you pay to obtain the house. Before you can even do that, you have to get your notaio's fees. Your notaio is the guy who makes sure everything's all done correctly. You have to use a notaio, because if you don't own the house. He's the one that records it. You have to pay him his fees, anywhere from $1,200 to $2,000 or more. Then you have to pay the ancillary fees, the stamp fee, the recording fee, the this fee, the that, blah, 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 all these other fees, probably around $500. So you're already into it for $3,000. And you haven't even started anything. Now, in addition to that, you're going to want your attorney go over the title to make sure it's all good, go over all the documents to make sure you're not getting into something that you don't want to get into. And you're going to have to pay interpreters if you don't speak fluent Italian. So that could already be even more than €6,000, and you barely just got the property. Now, the biggest red flag I will tell you is this idea of a surety bond. When you buy these houses, so many of them require you to put down $5,000 or more, up to €10,000 and the purpose of that is to guarantee that the work gets done within a year to 3 years. Now let's talk about these houses. These are not houses that just need a little bit of love. These are complete crumbly ruins. Structurally, everything has to be done. Not only does that take money, but it takes a lot of time. Okay, you have 1 to 3 years. I can't even imagine having one be done in 1 year, because you're going to have to get permits, and the big permit that allows you to handle the structure takes weeks to get, and it can be as expensive as $4,500. So you haven't even opened the door to the contractors before you're already into it for well over €12,000-13,000 already. Okay, if you don't get the renovations done in time, not only can you lose your deposit, you can lose your house, and you can lose all of the money you spent on obtaining it and any monies you spent so far in the renovation. Bad plan. In negotiations, you never put yourself in a box like that. Now, another thing about that is many times in many of these towns, they're being abandoned because they're small. There's not a lot of people there. You might have one builder. Now, if that builder attends church regularly every Sunday and is angelic, you might have a hope of having everything go right. But if you get a builder that goes, okay, this guy's in a box. He's in a box, right? I told him that the renovations were going to be $30,000. Well, since there's urgency, since he's trapped now, I can put up the prices. Now, I'm not saying they're all going to do that. I will say that a lot of the builders that we've used have been very, very ethical and very good, but that's not out of the realm of possibility. And for that reason alone, I would run the other way. I mean, you never want to put yourself in a box like that. So in addition to that, there's taxes and maintenance. Now, taxes and maintenance, not a really big thing. The taxes are based on the cadastral value of the property, not the market value. Now, the cadastral value is the value that's assigned to the property for tax purposes. It doesn't change when the market changes or when it changes hands or anything like that. It is what it is. The taxes for a second home are 9% of the cadastral value. For prima casa, which is first home, it's 2%, okay? So you're not paying 9% of a euro, right? 9 cents or whatever. You're paying 9% of the cadastral value. Probably pretty low still, but you need to know that. Now, renovation costs, I will tell you that they're going to be a lot, okay? Why? Because these are crumbling ruins. So many of these are in a section of town where they've been abandoned for maybe even 100 or more years. We've seen a lot of these buildings in Santa Domenica Talau and Scalea and these other places. They are not just a little lipstick thing. It's not cosmetic at all. You're talking about total structural. And when you're talking about total structural, you're talking about the permits, the most comprehensive permit, which adds weeks and another $4,500. Renovation costs can be anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000. I would tend to lean more on the $100,000 mark, unless it's a tiny, tiny little property, because you're redoing walls, you're redoing floors, in between floors, you're redoing stairs. You're probably going to have to redo all the windows and doors and everything else about that. Now, in addition, and we've seen this happen where somebody buys a place And in order to keep your place secure and watertight and without damage, they've had to not only fix their place, but if there's a level above them, they've had to fix the roof and the walls. Because why? These walls in the historic centers where most of these are like sponges, and they just wick stuff all the way down into your unit. So you have to be aware of that. For those reasons alone, I would never buy a €1 Italian house. It's just not worth the stress. It's not worth the money. It's not worth the risk. What would you do instead? Well, the big question you really need to ask yourself is, if this house were not offered for €1 in this town where we're at, would I still buy it? And if the answer is no, then go somewhere else. There are so many hill towns in Italy, so many beautiful hill towns with views, with everything you want. You just go out of the big cities and they're everywhere. And you can buy properties for so little money. Some of them are all done up. We have a friend who bought a property for €20,000. This was on Brad's World channel. You can go check it out. They spent €20,000. They went in. They just did a little lovey-dovey stuff in there. It's a beautiful place. Why? Because it's an hour outside of Rome. They're all over the place. And there's a huge focus on maintaining these hill towns and not letting them be abandoned. So there's a lot of people that are very, very anxious to sell you a house. So instead of buying your €1 Italian house, save up your money and buy something that's at least habitable. It may not be perfect. It may not be that you don't have to do anything to it, but you can buy something that doesn't need the big permits. It doesn't need the structural. All you need to do is a few things to make it really beautiful, really comfortable, and really make it feel like home. So there you go, guys. Those are I'm urging you, because we get a lot of emails from people going, well, I did this, and I'm like, oh no, there's nothing you could do now. So don't let that happen to you. And definitely take our course and read my book before you do anything. Happy Christmas, guys. See you soon.